for the two of you? What was the biggest challenge of taking on this different role, and did you rely on each other through that?
Yeah, this movie was everything that I wanted to do in the moment because it was so stripped down. It was so about performance and the art of really making a movie. It's like a movie.
Yeah. It's a real, are we making a real movie?
I think we're making a movie, as someone once said. And it really, like, it did feel just so kind of ground floor human story. Yeah. And yeah, it was amazing. I feel like I sort of started in that space with Mad Men, and this felt kind of like a return to a human drama of sorts.
I mean,
I loved it.
Yeah, it's such a dream. It's such a dream project. I mean, for me, I just, I can only dream about being cast in movies like this, coming from like TV, especially comedy. For Gia to sort of, bring me on this journey was such a dream. I mean, it's such a special movie. The script was incredible. And like Kiernan has said, the more information you get about who's in it, what's going on, you're just like, oh my God. I was like so desperate to be in this movie because it was just on every level. I felt like there was no way that this couldn't be an incredible story to tell, but also such an incredible experience. So just feel so incredibly fortunate to be on this journey with this crazy girl over here.
With this crazy girl.
Brenda, I want to talk to you. I think in Many Ways, this movie is about a mom who's balancing, being a mom and following her passions. And I think we've seen you do that so beautifully over the years.
So
how have you managed to do it, and how important is it for you to tell a story like this?
I'm barely managing through it, to be honest. But I think that's what really drew me to the story, though, was I felt like I could connect with each one of these characters at a certain point in my life. But for me, when I read it, Shelley was such an she made such unconventional choices being a mom. And at that time, we were coming out of strikes and the pandemic, and this was really my first job with 2 kids. I was kind of in this place where I was struggling with that balance really hard. I kind of was also at a crossroads about where I was in my career. And then when I read this, it just resonated so hard with me because I'm like, who are we to judge like the decisions that a woman is going to make for herself, for her family? Like, who are we to judge what is right and what is wrong? It can only be right and wrong for you. And it just drew me in. That's what Gia and I were chatting about, because Gia is also a new mom. So for me, it was so poignant for me, especially at that moment, to be telling this story, because it is really hard. And it's an experience that you can't really explain unless you're going through it. Because, society tells you, live your best life, girl, live your dream, but also be a full-time mom and don't miss out on anything and do everything perfectly. And it's like, I'm just trying. And I realize with me, with Shelley, with all the moms, all the women in this world, with everyone, we're just trying to survive and get through our day and do our best. And I think that's what was really beautiful about this is Shelley's just trying to do her best. And I feel like every day I wake up, I'm like, all I can do is show up and do my best, be the best mom, try to be, the best, friend, the best partner, whatever I can be. And I also realized with this project, it was like the first time that I was away from my kids for, a long period of time. And I was really struggling with it. And I realized that for me to be the best mom, I had to be the best me. And being the best me, a huge part of that is work. And so I want to be able to show my boys in the future and be like, look what mama made when, you guys were babies. And you allowed mama to still be her while still being your mama. So I think there were so many aspects of this movie that just really, really are so special to me in so many ways.
That's incredible. Well, thank you so much for sharing. It was such a pleasure. I'm such a big fan. So.
Oh, thank you
so much.